Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today, Taurus. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic day. On today, I know you are because that's the intention you set. I had to temporarily use my phone camera because my camera battery is exhausted. So, hopefully you all can hear me just fine. Hopefully the sound is okay, but just wanted to let you all know that. From the beginning so we can get started, okay? As I'm shuffling the cards, the energy that I'm picking up about your reading before I even lay the cards down, because we have a lot of things that's going on in the universe right now. We have 4 planets that's retrograde right now. We have Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune are retrograde right now. Yay, which is great when planets go retrograde. Also, we're moving towards a new moon. But something that's really concerning on my spirit right now as I'm shuffling the cards, about to lay them down. Some of you all were in relationships with a psychopath or a sociopath in uniform. Somebody wore a uniform to work, whether they worked for Pizza Hut or whether they were a mechanic or whether they were in, a police officer uniform or a military uniform. But somebody was in a relationship with a psychopath or sociopath. Let's get into these cards for real. I mean, let's just do it. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Taurians as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have from a wonderful, logical thinking, generous and trustworthy, determined, understanding, kind, organized, patient, reliable, practical, devoted, reasonable, stable, responsible, gods and goddesses? That would be you, and you, Taurus. Yes, who are also guides to many people. That you are a Taurus. Also, your symbol is the bull, right? Your fixed sign and your ruling planet is Venus. Yes. Love and creativity. Let's get into it. Because, like I said, I'm feeling a lot of seriousness coming from your cards. And, whoa. When I say powerful, like really, really powerful. What I can tell you moving towards this new moon, that prosperity lies ahead. That's one of the positive things that I can share with you all. That positive lies ahead. Yeah, prosperity. Oh no, see, prosperity lies ahead. But you're gonna have to do some work. Seriously, you're gonna have to tap into that divine masculine side of yourselves and actually do some work, Taurus. Because I want to show you what I'm looking at right here. I'm looking at the 8 of Swords. Some of you all were, like I said, in a relationship where you just felt really restricted. But after a while, when you feel restricted in a relationship and you don't do something about it, at that point it becomes self-sabotage, right? So this is, I see a lot of you all looking back at some of the relationships where you literally felt like the air was just being sucked out of you. Some of those relationships that you all were in. And like I said, we're moving towards a new moon. So this is a new you, right? Really, really new you, right? You're not overstaying your time in their universe, their wicked universe, right? Because that's what they chose. Like I said before, let's stay right here for just a second, because once you look back at your life, this lets me know that you're no longer in that relationship energetically. You're no longer in a relationship physically. You're no longer in that relationship. Okay. Psychopaths tend to be a lot more manipulative. They can be seen by others as more charming, lead a semblance of a normal life, and minimize risk and criminal activities, right? A sociopath tends to be more erratic, rage prone, and unable to lead much of a normal life, right? Some of you all, like I said, have been in a relationship where you literally felt like the air was being sucked out of you. As a fixed sign, someone who is very, very patient. I'm talking about you, earth sign, nurturers. It doesn't matter how you identify, Taurus. If you are a Taurian, and whether you identify as a male or female, you are a divine feminine, and you are a nurturer by default. Your energy is cyclic, right? This person was literally driving you crazy, literally. Everybody has some level of patience, right? But some people can take that pushing the envelope thing to another level. And that's kind of what some of you all were in relationship with somebody who was just, straight up manipulating, just manipulative. Had you in tears, frustrating, crying, making you feel like oh my God, I'm trying my best to just hang in there and just stay with this person and stay in this relationship, but this is literally driving me nuts, right? Like a mixed bag of nuts. That's how it feels, staying in a relationship. And so finally you decided, okay, I'm gone. I'm out. I'm leaving. So remember I said we have 4 planets that's retrograde right now? Pluto is one of the planets that's retrograde, Taurus. So Pluto is really encouraging everybody to declutter. Declutter those feelings, and this is part of the decluttering process. Sometimes people view tears as weakness, but crying is not weak at all. At all. Tears, that's getting all those emotions out of your system. But what do you do once you got the tears out, right? You want to replenish with something high vibrational, whether it's high vibrational music, sweeping those emotions out of your house, literally with a broom, sweeping those emotions out of your house, opening up windows so those things can be released, all of that. But your ancestors have always been right there, Taurus, like really, really helping you through this whole process. And they're still there, even when you feel like you're by yourself, because actually you're not by yourself. You're not by yourselves at all. You're at a turning point in your lives, right? So the turning point for a lot of people feels very, very, very uncomfortable, because it's something that you feel like, okay, so what's on the other side of this? What's on the horizon? What's on the other side of this life? Especially when it's almost become normal to deal with other people's mental health issues, their drama, their stress, their pain. And because you're so patient and really, really want to hang in there as a fixed sign, and it just feels uncomfortable with, it's almost feel like you was abandoning this person to leave the relationship. But I'm telling you, the best thing you could have done for yourself and for them even is to leave the situation, for real. Whether it was a job, whether it was a person. Some of you all have absolutely worked for Psychopath or Sociopath as bosses. Some of y'all managers have just been straight up, just like need to be sitting on somebody's couch with a prescription or something in their hands, for real. Some of you all have been married to people with some serious issues. I mean, really, really serious issues, and it really tested your patience on another level. But here's the thing: as a cyclic, meaning talking about a nurturer, talking about you, Taurus, as a divine feminine sign, trying to hold on to that without balancing it out will cause you to vibrate low. It does. It will cause you to vibrate low. You may not even recognize it. You may not even understand how all of it works. But when you are constantly nurturing low vibration energy, which is a choice, by the way, when you're constantly nurturing their energy that they're giving to you, you're not only being contaminated, but it has to go somewhere else. So you have to balance it out by being action oriented in some way, shape, form, or fashion. When you gossip or you talk negatively about them, you are putting yourself back in a cycle that you don't really, really want to repeat. So healthy ways of getting it out would maybe going for a nice walk, grounding yourself in nature, maybe writing a book and changing the names of the characters so you don't get sued later or challenged in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Make money at their expense. Excuse me. But just some healthy outlet, right? Because what will happen is, what could happen, let me give you another scenario. Let's say you're in a relationship with a person who is, and it's just unhealthy. You're on a job that's unhealthy. You're working for a psychopath, a sociopath, somebody in uniform, somebody that, you're the only person that can see that something is off with them. Everybody else is bowing down and scraping towards them like, oh my God, they're just amazing, right? You're like, okay, y'all don't see what I see? Okay, this whole culture is just crazy. Or you're in a relationship with somebody, and the relationship from the outside looking in, people are like, oh my God, you guys make the perfect pair. You're just beautiful together and all this other stuff. But you know that this person they have chosen the demonic side of themselves. They're very, very crafty. They are very deceptive. So on the outside looking in, people will say, they're so charming, they're so this and they're so that. I can guarantee you, Taurus, that somebody out of all of those people see exactly what you're seeing. They're just waiting for you to say something. That's taking action, not necessarily gossiping, just asking for help, or something, right? Doing something that's healthy, that's going to get that energy out. The moment you decided to leave, both physically and energetically, guess what improved? Your sleep. Some of y'all haven't had good sleep in years just because you of kind of the spirits that you've been dealing with, right? And guess what else is making room for? Legacy wealth. Yes, absolutely. And guess what else is making room for, right? It's making room for you to go back to tapping into that part of yourself where people are like, okay, you're getting back to who the person that I met a long time ago. Somebody who is, you know, somebody who is a sweetheart, somebody who is an empath, can really, really recognize out of balance spirits before you even really step into their realm. Somebody who loves to give their best, someone who doesn't hold back their emotions, someone who is highly imaginative, persuasive in a great way, someone who's emotional in a good way, someone who is sympathetic. Like, you're adding all those other things on top of being a wonderful, patient, responsible, stable-minded, all of that Taurus that you've always been. But I'm telling you, some of you all have been in a relationship with somebody. I'm going to give you some of the characteristics of the person that I'm describing here. The person came off in the beginning. They come off to everybody like they are sweethearts, right? They come off to everybody like they're just like, they're so charming, they're so giving, they're so attentive, they're so this is how they come off to other people, right? But behind closed doors, they are moody, they're negative, they're very clingy, they're suspicious of everything, they're unpredictable. Like, one minute they say, it's like I said, being in a relationship with Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. One minute they want to have these deep conversations with you, the next minute they're looking at you like they don't even know you. I mean, just like, you feel like you were in a game. Like, you don't even feel like you felt like you were in a movie theater watching somebody else's life, right? That can happen in a workplace, that can happen in a romantic relationship, it can happen in a friendship, but you just felt like, oh my God, this person is really, really taking me on some freaking ride. I don't even know how to get off. Like, where is the stop button? Like, let me please get off this merry-go-round. And so that's what some of you all felt like, and that's why it took you through so many emotional changes and challenges. But this right here, like I said, somebody could have been in a relationship with somebody who had cancer in their chart. But I'm telling you, Taurus, had you stayed in that relationship, it would have absolutely affected your health on so many levels. Like, some of y'all would have had some internal growths or something going on in your body where you didn't even realize it. You may have, the doctor may have catch it like right as it becomes like, because before it turns terminal, because it's so toxic. It's like somebody just poured poison, like injecting you with poison being around them. And you know, like a person who looks like, y'all ever watch movies and stuff, a person has like, you know, injected with some kind of drug, some kind of street substance or whatever that's mixed with something else. And one minute they're sitting there laughing, joking, and talking, or they take a drink of something or whatever, some kind of poison, and they're just like, the effects of the cameras, like they're just like, you know, everything is just like shifting and the room is moving and all kinds of stuff. It's almost like, you know, you're not yourself. Like, you don't know what's real and what's not real. I mean, just crazy. That's what I'm getting. I'm telling you, as I was shuffling cards and I was thinking about you all, it was almost like, and I'm not even exaggerating, this is what I'm seeing in the spirit realm, is that some of y'all were just like, didn't really know whether you were coming or going in the relationship. One day you felt great about being in a relationship with the person, and the next day you just felt like crying. You didn't even feel like it's I just want to hug y'all right now. I'm serious, because some of y'all have really been through it. But let me tell you about karma. Karma does not play, and trust me, karma never forgets. They can be a psychopath, sociopath, narcissist. They can have all kinds of stuff going on with them. But nobody, when I tell you nobody can get to them like karma. Nobody. Listen. So here we have the Magician card, right? So Mercury is attached to the planet Mercury. When I tell you that you won't have to say a thing, you won't have to overthink it, no nothing. When you leave the situation, karma has already taken care of the situation. It's already, you may not even see them go through their karma. I'm telling you, you may not even see them go through it. You focus on your legacy wealth. You focus on you getting your rest, okay? You focus on getting rest. You focus on your legacy wealth, and you focus on being thankful that you are no longer in that situation that could have literally killed you, whether it created some kind of a growth in your body that could have become terminal, whether that person eventually, like you felt like at one point, and this is so serious. A lot of times people think domestic violence is just about and domestic violence, by the way, doesn't have to be spouse to spouse or partner to partner. It could be in the family, somewhere in the family, brother and sister, cousins, whatever. Some people think domestic violence is just about a person striking you, physically striking you, but I'm talking about it's that mental and that mental abuse, that emotional abuse that makes people really, really want to terminate their own lives because they feel like there's no way out of it, right? Here we have the Lover's card. Now, instead of you looking at them as being your twin flame, you now realize you are your own twin flame. That's what you realize now. Like, I am my own twin flame. I have the ability to tap into my divine masculine and my divine feminine. By the way, the Lover's card is Gemini, right? Gemini's ruling planet, Gemini and Virgos, by the way, ruling planet is Mercury, right? Mercury is the planet of communication. Mercury is station direct right now, so all systems are a go. Meaning that the moment you decide I'm leaving this situation, I'm taking all my energy back, I'm taking all the power back, I'm regaining my power, I'm getting my rest, the whole 9 yards. Now you can start focusing on your ambitions, right? So the World card is attached to Saturn. Saturn is the planet of ambition, which right now is retrograde, right? Retrograde is, I love when planets go retrograde because planets don't move backwards, nor do they move slower, right? They're still moving forward, but it gives the illusion that it's moving slower. But it also gives you time to kind of sort of slow down and think about some things. So Saturn being retrograde right now, just like Mercury is retrograde, Saturn being retrograde is encouraging everybody to focus on your long-term goals, your ambitions. Like, what do you want to do next, right? Creates a very healthy boundary. Now that you have taken the steps to heal and move away from that situation physically and energetically, away from that person that chose the low vibration part of themselves, guess what? Total and complete and total clarity, right? Complete and total clarity. Yes, third eye wide open. And so you've been on this long and arduous path with the person, right? The person could have fire also in their chart. They could have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius somewhere in their chart. But you've learned a lot about yourself. Like, nobody could ever say to you, Taurus, that you don't have staying power in a relationship, because that would be false, right? That would be a lie. You hung in there as much as you possibly could. You hung in with that job. You hung in with that relationship, whether it's a friendship, family relationship, love, a romantic relationship, whatever. You hung in there. You learned a lot about yourself in that situation. And so now is the time to get back to the things that you used to love to do as a child. So these people are the same people on the card, right? This is this man right here when he was younger, and this is the dog when the dog was just a puppy, right? So you want to get back to what's nostalgic to you. Like, what is it like in your childhood that made you laugh? What is it that, brought back memories? Maybe you like to bake cookies or something. Maybe just the scent of cookies brings back a feeling of warmth, or like feels like home, or, maybe you like, maybe when you were younger, you like putting your hands in the dirt, with your mom out or your dad out in the garden or whatever. And maybe they're no longer here, but it brings you back to that place of just feeling safe and secure. Whatever it is that brings you back to that place, Taurus, I need you all to focus on that. I need you to focus on that, because coming out of a relationship where you have been deeply hurt by somebody, especially as a fixed sign, you're going to have to connect with something that puts a smile on your face. For you, it's going to be getting out in nature. It's going to be hugging a tree. And I say that a lot because people want to discount hugging a tree. I'm a tree hugger myself. But yes, people try to dismiss it like hugging a tree, yuck, whatever. There's a lot that goes on in nature. right? Animals talking, insects talking, spirits are also out there talking, trying to get messages through to you, right? So do whatever you need to do to stay in that space, Taurus, that's going to help you, that's going to help restore who you were created to be, right? That's what I have for you. Let's pull an oracle card for you. Yeah, let's pull an oracle card for you. Ooh, when I tell you it was coming through really, really strong, oh my gosh. It was coming through really, really strong. But like I said, this new moon for you is prosperity. It's prosperity lies ahead, and so you want to go get yourself a massage. You want to get your mind healthy, your body healthy. You'll soon be able to afford some things that you've been thinking about doing. You know, you want to get clear on what you value most and help something that's going to help you find peace. You want to take some time out to pamper yourself. Like I said, you want to start, saving, open up a new savings account, no matter how small the amount is. You want to do something that's going to ground you again, that's just going to make you feel secure, something that's going to put you in a happy place, right? Yes, Taurus. Yes, this is all about getting you together. Nourish your temple. That's what you want to focus on, nourishing your temple. That is what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you all continue having a fantastic day. Continue to do what makes your heart smile, right? That's what I have for you, Taurus. Again, happy Monday. I know you're all having a great one because that's the intention you set. Bye.